ultrasound student reached out to me and asked me for advice. She is also a mom, and she remembers that I shared that I was going to school while being a mom of a baby. And she asked me for motivation and how to shift her mindset because she can't figure out a way to lock in. I think I had pretty bad postpartum depression, and I couldn't really recognize it at the time, that I was demotivated about every single thing that I was dealing with. But when it came to school, it was the one thing that drove me with motivation, just because I was paying a lot of money for it. I had to do a lot to make it happen. I had to find a lot of support to make it happen. And it wasn't something that came easy to me. And my shift occurred when I really realized that every single course that I'm taking in the ultrasound program has to do with my career. So I would enter every subject and I would enter every studying session for an exam as if this is an exam for my career, that if I don't complete this successfully, I have no idea what I'm doing for my job. I treated ultrasound school as my job. When you're in the actual program, you're studying your cross-sectional, even if it's physics and it seems ridiculous, it's how you work your machine. So when you shift your mindset that it's not just school, because we're so, especially coming straight after high school, or if you just take your prerequisites, which doesn't apply to anything really about your career, you can't lock in. That's why I failed anatomy and physiology and my prerequisites, because I couldn't lock in. It was just like school. But when you make such a commitment and you enroll in the ultrasound program and you know how competitive it is, you lock in because you're treating it as a job. And that's my best advice. Because if I failed a scan test, or if I failed anatomy and physiology cross-sectional, or my small parts exam, or my OBGYN exam, then how am I going to be good at this job? I would study every single night until like 1 a.m. and wake up at 6 to go over it again. I put everything I could in there because it was my job and it was temporary.